Good afternoon, YouTube. My name is Clarence, and today's video is install a leveling kit. I have a 2022 Chevy Silverado LT light truck, and the front end is actually sitting lower than the back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise the front end up by 2 inches, and I'm gonna use the leveling kit that I ordered off from Maxway Racing, or Max Racing rather. Okay, we up close and personal. So what I'm gonna show you now is basically what I got to do to get to the to replace this thing. Okay, the upper A-frame bushing, this bolt got to come out. The tie rod end, I don't know if you can see that. This tie rod end bushing, this tie rod end, it's got to come loose. And here's a hub vent line. This screw's got to come off. This bracket got to come off. Now what I'm replacing, this is the strut. Some people call them shocks, but it's struts. It's gonna go right here. Okay, there's a screw there, and over here is the screw here. It's kind of hard to get to, but those two screws got to come out. Now, let me show you what's going to happen. This is the spacer. So this spacer is actually going to go here. I'm going to raise that strut up, and I'm going to put this spacer under the bottom of this, and it's going to pick it up, okay? That's where the spacer goes, okay? Max Racing spacer. So one bolt got to come out here, and there's a bolt under here, under this half shaft. The tie rod end have to come loose. The upper A-frame suspension arm has got to come loose right here. Once I break all this loose, everything will gonna slide down, and then I just got to undo the shock. So it's gonna probably be a good little break before I get back to recording. And that's it. So a real quick recap, okay? Real quick recap. This got to come loose. This got to come loose. This got to come loose. Then it's the whole assembly gonna sit down. And then at the base of this strut, I got 2 bolts that's got to come out. And once I take those 2 bolts out, I'll slide the plate under, put the strut back on top of it, which is going to raise it, okay? And there's one other thing I wanted to make sure I discuss. This is a hydraulic jack, and if you've been working on vehicles for a while, you know if you're using a hydraulic jack, them hydraulics are subject to fail, seal, or whatever. So what I did was, I don't work on nothing without a jack stand. There's my jack stand right there. This is for all the critics and my safety. So if this thing comes down, the jack stand will catch it. So I'm gonna relieve some of the pressure on the jack, and it's gonna be basically sitting mostly on the jack stand. Okay, so what I've done, I relocated or repositioned my floor jack, because once I unbolt this section here and unbolt this tie rod end down here, this assembly is going to fall down. So I put my hydraulic jack now is right here, supporting right here. But the overall weight of the vehicle is being supported over here, okay? Okay, all my good YouTube friends and fellows and guys and gals. This is the strut. Well, this is the shock right here. Let me turn it this way. This is the strut right here. I was able to get this spacer, a Max Racing spacer, which is right here, underneath of the base of the strut, which is going to raise up 2 inches. It's only about this thing is only about 1 inch, but for every inch, it changed the angle of the vehicle. So it's pretty much installed. I just got to tighten it up. I got to tighten this back up. I got to reconnect the upper A-frame right here to the spindle. I got to re-tighten the tie rod ends right here. I got the stabilizer bar. I got to reconnect the stabilizer bar right here that goes all the way underneath the truck, all the way to the other side of it. Keeps the truck from swaying. And this is going to go back into there. So once that's done, I didn't take the half shaft, which is here. I didn't take the half shaft loose, and I made sure I didn't tear the boots. And then I got to reconnect the vent line. I got a vent line here that's got to be reconnected, and then I got a dual feed vent line here that's got to be reconnected. And once I get that stuff back connected, this side will be done. You're getting to see the quick version of it, and that was some trial and errors and trials and tribulations with trying to get this daggum item right here underneath that shock, and that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. But it was a handful, I tell you. It was a handful. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it again, the video, and I'm gonna finish putting it together. Talk to you later. Peace. Okay, YouTubers, I'm back again. So everything is in. The lift leveling kit is in, and I'm gonna see if I can point that stuff out to you. Okay, here's the Max Racing extension, and it raised it up. Here it only raised it about 1 inch, but it picks the truck overall up in the front about almost 2 inches. I'll show you towards the end of the video. So this is tight. The nut underneath here is tight for the strut. I got the A-frame bushing at the spindle is tight. The tie rod end here is reinstalled and it's tight. Over here is the stabilizer bar. This is a stabilizer bar right here. Keeps the vehicle from swaying. And here is a drag link. Stabilizer bar drag link is tight, and it supports the lower A-frame arm bushing. So this is also tight. This is tight also. Now, the vent lines, I had a vent line here. It's back in place and it's tight. There's one right here. It's back in place, and you can't see it that good, but it's tight. And it's one located right here, and it's tight. Okay, so all the vent lines are tight. Basically, I got it lifted. Everything is done. Still on the jack stand. That's my save my life type thingamajiggy. And here's the floor jack that I have to use to raise up the lower A-frame so that I can put the drag link back into the stabilizer. But other than that, that's pretty much about it. Okay, here's the final product. It's done. The front end is up 2 inches taller, like I had stated earlier, and the truck, for the most part, looks level to me. It looks level to me. All I had to do was install that leveling kit, and it took me some time. About 1.5 hours per tire, so 3 hours. It took about 3 hours to do it. If I hadn't took a bunch of breaks, I probably could have been finished. But And that's pretty much it. Now we'll go back over to my closeout on YouTube. Enjoy, but just don't ask me to do this for you. Whew. Good afternoon, YouTubers. This is Clarence again. I'm coming down to the end stretch of how to level your vehicle, your pickup, by installing the leveling kit by Max Racing. Couple of things I found out when I was doing it. These are the bolts that come with it. I had to get a guide bolt. You don't see this anywhere. So I got a bolt that's a little bit narrow and about maybe twice as long as the one that comes with it. And the hole that's furthest away from your drive shaft, once you align it, you put it in there to hold it place, and then you can easily install your other bolts. But you need a long guide screw to do this because without it, you'd be wrestling with that thing forever. So you need a guide screw with it, and the guide screw goes in the hole furthest away from your half shaft or your drive shaft, your front wheel drive shaft, if you got 4-wheel drive. And it raised the vehicle up. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you, we started at 37 inches, and I'm gonna show you we should be, if everything turned out right, we should be at 39 inches, and that vehicle should be level. So what I want to do is I'm going to take this down a little bit. I want everybody to see this. Take my shades off. Take it down again. Lock those two in place. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to walk over and we're going to take a measurement. Well, I guess I can do it without the light. We're going to walk over and take a measurement of the height. Okay. This is the wheel right here. Should be up 2 inches. I have a measurer right here, and I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. So I'm looking at it now. Right here where my fingers at. You can zoom in if you can't see it. That's 39 inches. We started at 37 and we moved it all the way up to 39. So we got the 2 inches raised, and it should have leveled it out. Okay. So yeah, that's 39. We started right here. So it picked up quite a bit, 2 inches, and the truck should be level. Now let's back off the truck and see. So it got more space up under the tire there, more room. The vehicle should be completely level, and there it is. Okay, I did both sides. Got to do both sides. Okay, other than that, that's about it. You only saw maybe 10-15 minutes of what took about 3 hours. Cut it, did a lot of work, ran into some snags, but overall I was able to get it done. So the vehicle is level now. It should be sitting completely level. It's got a leveling kit on it, and the back and the front should be running about the same height. Other than that, my name is Clarence. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you like it or not. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you like it, give me one of these. If you don't, give me one of those. Go ahead and hit the notification. Sign up for the, once you subscribe, you sign up for the videos coming out. Oh, I'm not leveling nobody's vehicle, so please don't call me and ask me to do that. I'll give you some pointers, but this thing kicked my ass. So other than that, I'm Clarence. YouTubers, peace. I'm out. 3 hours. Man.